Hello, welcome to Fahrenheit Performance Podcast, episode number 95. Rachel Hew, welcome to the podcast. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for inviting me here.
No problem. You are a med student currently, right?
Yeah.
You're on the SEA Games team for triathlon or duathlon? Which one is it? Is it duathlon, right?
Yeah.
So you like Swenje, you like Irish, you like these salt swimming.
Preacher.
Like, I'm just gonna run and okay. Let's start at the beginning.
Okay, yeah. So I'm Rachel. I'm 28 this year, and I've been doing like multi-sports maybe for the past like 7 or 8 years. So since I started university in NTU.
Oh, so it's quite recent.
Yeah. So actually before that, I never did any sports at all. Like nothing. Like really.
So then why did you start? Why did you start?
Yeah, it's quite funny actually, because when I started uni, I just thought like I just wanted a change. Like I just wanted to do sports for a change, because before that I was doing like music or like Girl Guides. Like I never really did sports before, so I just wanted something new to try. And then people like were just, you know, they were introducing different sports and different clubs in school, right? Like during orientation. So someone just handed me this flyer for NTU Aquathlon.
Yep.
Because during my orientation camp, I told them that I like to run and swim, like recreationally. Like really recreationally. And they just passed me this flyer. I didn't even know what is aquathlon.
Yeah.
Then I was just like, okay, let's try it. Then I just went for the trials. Yeah.
Because I was looking through your Instagram today, as I do with most of my yes, and before 2021, you didn't have any posts about running or anything. It was just like,
No.
actually,
Wait. Oh my
I
god.
have this is what
You found
is
the
this what
photo.
is this what you're doing before?
Yes.
You were doing before triathlon.
Yeah.
Chinese orchestra.
Yeah.
Is that you with this banjo-looking thing?
Yes, it's called a zhongran. Yes. It's like a Chinese guitar. Yeah.
So you were just like, I'm not sure what your VO2 max or whatever it is, but you were just like playing music
Yeah.
with a really high like engine, and you just didn't know that you could run, and you didn't know you could do any of these things.
No.
So you just started recreational like, jogging a little bit, and then what? How did you realize that you're actually pretty good?
Well, actually, I knew that I could kind of run. I think it's just really from like the 2.4 during NAFA, like in secondary school and JC. Like, I mean, I'm like not the last. I'm like maybe like average, like a bit above average, maybe.
But for no training is okay, right?
Yeah. Like I didn't train specifically for it either.
Yeah.
Like it was just me running 2.4. Yeah, but I didn't really pursue it further. Like I just thought that okay, I mean, I guess it's good that I can run 2.4. Like, that's all.
So then, what was your first race, and how did you realize actually I can do this and I want to do this a bit more?
Yeah, so I mean, it just started from being in NTU Aquathlon. So we have a lot of those like local races that the club will go for.
Yeah.
So I still remember like my very first one was probably NUS Biathlon. Yeah, so it's like a sprint distance aquathlon.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was my very, very first one. And
Did you do okay?
I can't even remember, honestly. I can't even remember what I did.
You didn't win again.
No, I did not. I think I just like probably just went for it for the fun, like because everyone was going, you know. Yeah.
And then I guess from there you had the bug, and then you kept on entering more and more, and so you were doing your NTU undergrad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And then after that, so now you're in med school, right? So
Yeah.
do you went straight from undergrad to med school, or did you have a gap year or anything, or all the way through?
Yeah, so I did NTU for 4 years, doing biology. Then afterwards, I had one gap year.
Yeah.
I was just working as a research assistant at NTU
Okay.
for like maybe like half a year.
Okay.
Then afterwards, during that period, I was like preparing to get into Duke NUS. So the next year, I got into Duke NUS.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that was always the goal, right?
I think like maybe like my second year of uni in NTU onwards that I told myself maybe I can try for graduate medicine. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then all the while you're in undergrad, you were entering these small races and stuff. So you are with Tribal,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How long have you been with Tribal? I had Ihan in here once, like
Yeah.
like 20 episodes ago or something, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been with them, and how do you feel that's helped you along the way? Because it's quite structured, right?
Yeah, so I think I've been with Tribal maybe for like the past 2-3 years. So ever since I started med school,
Yep.
I've known Yi Heng actually since like NTU Aquathlon days. So he was like just 1 year my senior actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's how I got to know that he was starting like this new club. And when I got into med school, I was like, actually, I don't think I want to like stop
Yeah.
exercising. Like I just wanted to continue because it's so fun, and I just wanted to push myself, I guess. So that's when like Yi Heng told me, why don't you just come and join us for training?
Yeah.
And then at that period of time also there was this like Philippine race that a lot of us went to,
Yeah.
like just to try out regionally, like competing against other people in the region. So he told me I could just train for that. So I think that's how it all started.
Are you still training always with them, or do you have your own coach and training plan, or is it just all the way Tribal?
Yeah, it's just Tribal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because now you're on the SEA Games team, right?
Yeah.
And you're ramping up for December. I'm thinking, right? So, has that changed your training at all?
Actually, so far it has been quite structured. I mean, other than the fact that now I'm training full time because I stopped school in around early March. So ever since then, I've been training full time. So I think that's the only like major difference for me.
So mid school you can't take part time, right? It's like
No.
it's it's either on or off.
Yeah.
So you decided that you just take a gap year, just pause your studies, full time training, and then so I guess SEA Games coming out. Then March next year you pick it up again, right?
Yeah.
So how is that? How is it being a professional like athlete or just training, like nothing else to do except train, right?
Yeah. Okay, I don't know.
So how many hours is that?
Now, I was just looking through my training page actually. I think most of the time is around like 18 to 20-ish.
Wow.
Then sometimes when it's like those very big like base blocks, like actually last week was like quite a big block, so it was like 22. Yeah, so it's around there most of the time. Yeah.
And you're not swimming anymore, right?
I am not.
So all of those 22 hours is running or biking, which is pretty hard.
Or gymming.
Or
Gymming
gym,
also.
also that's included.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you do cross training and stuff in the gym.
Yeah, gymming.
And so now that you've got nothing to do except train, have you felt like you're progressed a lot more than you could have if you were doing school? Like I'm sure if you're in mid school, trying to juggle mid school and training is quite difficult on the brain, right?
Yeah.
Because you're always thinking and always tired, and you got to allocate certain hours to do certain things, right?
Yeah. So honestly, it was really quite difficult. Like ever since I started, being coached, right? So I had like specific plans.
Yeah.
It was honestly quite difficult to like keep up the plans when I was in med school.
Yeah.
Then now that I like stopped completely to school, I really do feel a difference because like basically before this, I was always rushing somewhere. Like I'm waking up at 4 to do the trainer. Then I go to school, and then like school doesn't end until like maybe like 5 or like 6, right? Then after I have to train again, it's like so tiring.
You're perpetually tired, right?
I'm perpetually tired.
And then you've got to study on top of that, and then you got to well, I'm not sure what it is about doctors and endurance sports, but I think it seems to attract like doctors.
So I guess so. But yeah, I think you're all a bit crazy. Like just a little bit.
Need a stress relief or something.
I
right?
think so.
So what's your what sort of distances are you racing these days?
So now most of the time, for the past year at least, it's been mostly like sprint.
Okay.
So sprint standard distances.
Okay, so not even Olympic distance, right?
I guess standard is sort of like Olympic.
Okay, so 1 hour. So sprint 1 hour you'll be done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then standard maybe 2 to 3 hours.
Plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite? Like, if someone told you, okay, Rachel, I'm going to $10,000 if you win this race. Which race would you choose to? Which race would you choose?
That's such a good question.
What's your go-to race?
Okay, I think just because I've been doing a lot of like shorter distance stuff this year, I think a sprint duathlon would be my favorite right now. Like something that I could try to win. Yeah.
And is running or cycling stronger for you?
Oh, wow. Actually, I would say I'm not too sure. I think I'm like just a bit average for both. Like I'm not like the best like
triathlete.
runner out there.
Triathletes are like average, and everything. They're not fantastic swimmers. They're not fantastic cyclists.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, I'm not too sure which one. I mean, yeah.
So, but neither of them is a weakness. You find that it's quite.
Yeah.
They're about the same.
For now, I think it's around the same. Yeah.
So tell me this: you just came back from Mongolia.
Yeah.
Tell me about that race. You won it, right? Like it was an Asia Cup.
Yeah.
What were you doing out in Mongolia?
Yeah, no, honestly, that race was really no expectations because I just came out of like the block whereby it was very specific for the net champs. So net champs was super sprint.
Yeah.
So I just took like a 1 week break after that. And then afterwards, they told me that, oh, there's this race in Mongolia.
Triathlon Singapore just called you up and said, hey, Rachel, there's a race in Mongolia.
Yeah.
You want to go out there? And
Yeah, it was just in our chat, like, oh, there's an Asia Cup, anybody wants to go? Yeah.
And it looked really
so
cold.
random.
Was it cold? Like,
It was
like
so cold.
long arms, long legs. It was.
So cold. It was so cold. I did not expect the cold at all because like the app, like my Apple app, they told me that the weather that week was going to be like 14 or 15.
Oh,
Then
perfect.
on the race briefing day, they told us it's going to be 6 to 9 degrees.
At least not swimming.
I was not expecting it at all. Yeah.
So then, run us through the race. How many? Was it a big field? Was it a strong field? Did you have to come from behind? What was it? How did the race go for you?
Yeah, so actually that race it was mostly like the Mongolians and then there was me and also another Japanese girl.
Okay.
So basically I think around like maybe nine people started.
Is that typical of these sort of races, or is that a smaller field?
I think it would be considered quite small. I mean, I'm not too sure because I haven't really been like outside of Southeast Asia that much, but it does feel kind of small because it's only like 2 of us who are not Mongolian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, from that race, actually, I realized how different like the climate is. Cause literally the race recce the day before, like me and Ben, we were just like, oh my god, this is like such harsh conditions. Like I've never cycled in this like kind of wind before. It's like strong wind. Yeah. And then imagine it's like 6 degrees. Yeah. It's so cold. I didn't bring any gloves or whatever. So like, yeah, both of us are just like, okay, this is gonna be bad. If you're on a bike course yourself, you're probably screwed up. Yeah. So I mean that was just my mentality going into the race. So I knew like from the first run, I it's best to stick to people. Like if I go on the bike course myself, I might not like make it out, at the front. So that's what I thought it would be best for the race.
The first run and the bike, you stayed at the front pack.
Yeah,
right?
So we just stayed, like, I think 4 of us were in the front pack together. Then afterwards, nearer to the end of the first run, the first 5K, me and the Japanese girl got into transition together. So we basically like biked the whole bike course together for 30K. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I guess you outran her on the run.
On the next 5, yeah.
Is it really as vast as it seems? Mongolia is like the final frontier, right?
It is. Yeah. It is just like grasslands.
Yeah.
And
so the
animals.
The race was like that as well.
Yes. It was really just grasslands. Yeah, that's why the wind was like so strong. Yeah, it was crazy.
There's nothing to block the wind, I guess, as well, right?
Nothing. It was crazy. It was so cold.
So tell me about a typical training week for you. You said that you're doing like 18 hours, right? So run us through a week. Let's go for this week currently. What would you be doing on each day?
Yeah, so I guess normally in a week I have like 6 runs and then 5 bikes and
so
then
you have 11
2 gyms.
So 11, 13 sessions. So you're doing something 2 times a day.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so I think most of the time I'm running and biking on most days, like maybe like 5 days. Then the remaining day is just like running, or maybe the remaining day, and then the other remaining day is like just cycling.
So how far are you? How far are you running every day?
I think maybe 10.
10.
Around 10-ish. Then sometimes for track session, I'm not sure we hit 10. Like on Thursdays, maybe we hit like a bit less.
Yeah, but that we have a higher intensity, right?
Yeah.
So you're tribal, right? So you're at CCAB on Thursday nights, right?
Yeah, you're always there. Yeah.
How is that group? How does it work? Because you're quite a high level, but then they have a very big, large spectrum of people, right?
Yeah.
Is it just that you run fast, do the same workout, but you just do it faster, or How does that work?
Yeah, so I think it's really quite organized. Like, so basically all of us did like a mile time trial or something at some point of the year. So we are put into different pace groups based on that.
Yeah.
So I think we do similar, all of us do like similar sets.
Okay.
Yeah, but then we just run in our own pace groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's how it works. Yeah.
So I had a question about balancing your studies and training, but I guess you don't balance your studies anymore, right?
Right now, no.
Yeah.
This is great.
How is it being a full time? Is it as fun as it sounds? Like just don't have to worry about anything. Just wake up, train, and then recover, train, right?
Yeah, I think most of the time, like physically, like it is really like that. Like you're just training and then you maybe you eat and then you take a nap and then you train again. That's for me. And then I sleep again, you know. Yeah, but I mean, it's really quite interesting because like all my life, I have not had this kind of luxury.
Yeah.
I guess like, I'm always like rushing from a place to place, right? So I think like this like full-time training block has really like, you know, is really quite enlightening for me. And I realized like how hard it is that these people who are like really, really pro athletes, they really work like every day like this.
Yep. And it's not often that you get the opportunity to take a year off, right?
Yeah.
And once you're a working adult, you're probably not going to be able to have that chance, right?
Yeah, never. Yeah, probably like, I don't know, somewhere in the core room or something. Yeah.
You really understand how the pro triathletes, they have a bad race, but it's their job, right? So then they're going to turn it around and then get back into back in the game. It must be really easy to sort of be down on yourself and you sort of chill out a bit, but you can't.
Yeah.
You got to get back in the game. You got to do it again. You got to show up, just like any job.
Yeah. That's quite mental actually. It's quite stressful, I guess. Yeah. It's quite stressful.
So SEA Games is coming up. I guess it's like 6 weeks. No.
Yeah, like I think 2 months, less than 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah, 2 months. Yeah.
And I'm assuming you're doing duathlon, one of the relays, right? No, I know a triathlon, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right? How have you changed your training? Are you just building a bigger base, or what are you doing for the specific training for SEA Games?
Yeah, I think so. We've just been through like a very big days block, I would think. Then now, like we're going more specifically. I mean, at least for the track workouts, like I've noticed that it's a lot more speed work now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think more speed work, then more like breaks. Cycling also more like high intensity stuff.
So the SEA Games race, let's just say if you're going to do duathlon, it would be either the mixed relay or the women's only relay, right?
Yeah.
Is that a super sprint or a sprint, or what's the distance?
It's a super sprint.
So it's like half.
Yeah. It's like
3Ks, 20K, 2K.
2K run.
Oh God.
Then 8K bike, then 1 km run.
That's just like
It's crazy.
absolutely full gas.
Yes.
Not even, you can't settle down into a routine at all. It's just like you're just sprinting the whole time.
Yes, you are. Your heart rate is like 180 for 20 minutes. Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah. 20-ish minutes. Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Let's talk about mental, I guess the mental game, right? I saw the video of you in Mongolia. You're out the front running by yourself, right? How do you stay focused in that sort of situation? Or even if you're falling behind in a race, like, do you do any visualization techniques, or what do you do for your mental well-being, for example?
Yeah, I think mental like strength is really quite important. Something I realized also after like taking this whole year off. Like it's not just about like the physical, it's also about the mental. Like especially during a race when it's such like high pressure.
Yeah.
I would think that like sometimes definitely there are better days compared to others, and bad days compared to others. So but I think like during the race, I think it really helps to have like a plan. So I guess like before the race, I like to make sure that I have like a plan, like maybe a few plans. I think
Sure.
but
So what's an example of a plan for a race? At certain places, at certain milestones, you want be doing certain things. Is that what you mean by
Something like that. I think like it depends on who your competitors are also. So I think it's a lot of like strategizing. Like for example, like the Mongolia race, like I knew that if I was out on a bike course myself, it would be a bit hard for me. So that's why like I knew that on the first run, even though I know that I can run a bit faster, like I'm still like not that like uncomfortable on the first run. I should still like be a bit slower so that I have somebody to bike with. Yeah, so I think it's just something like that. Like just have like sort of like a strategy going into the race.
Yep.
Yeah, but of course, like if the plan doesn't really work out, then I think at that point in time is really just like what you believe is the best decision already. Like for example, if maybe at that point I didn't manage to like keep up to the lead pack in the first round, then I think I will just have to be content with, being with like the second pack or something. Yeah.
Or you'll use the example of the Ironman Women's World Champs, right?
Oh yes, yeah.
Solvik, the Norwegian, and Kat Matthews were ended up being first and second.
Yeah.
But at one point they were third and fourth.
It's
right?
crazy. Yeah.
And if they had just switched off and just eased back, they might not have even got where they were. But because it's like Lucy Charles was so far ahead and Taylor Lee was so far ahead, you would have thought, oh, this is it. They're going to win. These two are seasoned athletes. But you need to have that mention.
Definitely, yeah.
To stick with it, right?
Yes. Oh, okay. I guess like, yeah, it's true that, if let's say you're really far behind, I think it really does take like a bit of more strength for you to push forward. Like you probably have to go like higher than what you expected you're gonna go with. Yeah, and that takes some strength. I think that's why training comes in. I feel like, when we are training, I feel like we always want to be here, but we just aim a bit higher so that on race day, you have like that gap in case you're not on like that perfect form.
Yeah. It's and I guess also for training, you're only accountable for yourself, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't train, no one's going to train for you.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
It's
so
true.
so you can slack off for one day, maybe have a cheat day one day, but if you have a cheat day more than like 2 or 3 days in a row, you actually feel it.
It's true. Yeah, that's why I feel consistency is really very important. Like that's what I also learned like since NTU days. Like consistency is something that like it seems so small. Like if you miss a session or you miss a day, you'll feel like, oh, I don't think that's going to do anything.
Yeah.
But if you keep doing that, you'll just, you just roll over. Yeah.
And the thing is that if you miss a day, it's fine, but your competitor might not miss a day.
It's true.
Right?
It's true.
And then if your competitor and then you might miss 2 days, and then your competitor now suddenly 2 days ahead of you, right? Right? And then that starts to play in your mind.
It's true. Sports is like equal mental and physical. Yeah.
Because if everyone's doing the same thing, you need to have something, like if everyone's doing the same training, everyone has the same equipment, everyone has the same volume.
Yeah.
You need something to differentiate yourselves
It's
as well.
true.
To differentiate yourselves as well.
Yeah, just be consistent.
Do you do anything in particular to stay mentally strong?
Oh, actually, yeah. So actually recently I've been struggling with that a little bit, like especially because now I'm just training, right?
Yeah.
So I have like more time to actually think about
And-
this kind of stuff.
And also no excuses, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't say, oh, I was too tired from med school.
Yeah,
say
exactly.
anything.
It
Can't say
plays with
anything.
your mind. Like it plays with your mind. Like even though I'm so tired, I still need to do it because I literally have nothing else to do. Like I have nothing else. And then sometimes it's just really hard because like, as you have competitors, you see people who you're gonna compete with and they are like working so hard. Then it just pushes you to work harder, and sometimes you cannot help but like compare yourself, Yeah.
And I think it's kind of crazy. Like everyone's training is not linear.
Yes.
Say you might do 100 kilometers a week of running.
Yeah.
Shenjie might do 100 kilometers a week of running, but her progression from that 100 kilometers might be different from yours.
Exactly.
Right? And then it's like, oh, like, should you be doing 120 or am I?
And then you just question yourself, like, how come I'm not improving as much,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, it's so mental. I only realized this when the past few months. Yeah.
So then what next after SEA Games? Are you just going to go back to student life again?
Yes, so actually I'm
How much
going
longer
back
have
to
you?
school.
How much longer do you have in your studies?
Yeah, so actually I graduate next year.
Okay.
So I go back to school in early March next year, and then I'll graduate in like maybe June.
So at this point, are you just doing rotations in hospitals and stuff, or are you actually in the classroom?
Yeah, so actually I finished all my exams. I finished my exams before I took this gap year.
Okay.
So I only have my internship left.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going back to do, like for my the internship and like a few classes. Yeah, then afterwards I start work. I start
I don't know.
houseman. It's crazy. Yeah, so that's the main like stepping block in my life, I guess, starting work.
Have you decided what sort of doctor you want to be?
I'm not really actually. I mean, I've been thinking about it, but like I feel like I need to work first. Like right now, like because it's always surgery or medicine. So let's say if I really confirm I want to do surgery, I feel like I'm quite keen on orthopedic surgery.
That's like what we do here, right?
Oh yes.
Right, knee, like meniscus and ACLs and stuff, right?
Musculoskeletal stuff. I feel like it's very, very interesting.
Yeah, we see all the patients after the doctors.
That's
see
right.
it, right?
So important.
Yeah.
Like, the doctors only like what do surgery.
Yeah, the doctor do surgery one day, and then
surgery one day.
next 3 months they're in here rehabbing
It's true.
the joints and stuff.
Yeah. So I think I'm quite interested in the whole like musculoskeletal stuff. Yeah. But if I don't do surgery, then maybe I'll consider something else, like maybe like family medicine or something. Yeah.
Okay. Quite different.
It's quite different. Yeah.
So 70.3 is the natural progression for for triathlon, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if you're going to do it, but tell me about. I found out that we have something in common.
Yes.
We both passed out during a race recently. Tell us about that. It's quite a similar story to my story, right? Episode 1, where I just woke up in the medical tent and didn't know what the heck was going on.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I have not heard that episode. Maybe I should go back and hear it. But yes, from what you told me earlier, it sounds really, really similar.
Yeah. So what happened? It was Challenge Iskandar. Is that correct?
Yeah, so it was in Challenge Malaysia last year, around March. So it was my first ever like half distance actually. I've never done such a long distance before. But actually my prep for it was really good. Like I went to the race like feeling like quite confident that I could finish it like on target, you know. So wrong. But anyway, I was swimming like quite regularly for that also. So my swim was actually quite okay. I was feeling really, really good. And then I went onto the bike. I was also feeling like pretty good. Okay, but the only setback from the bike was that like I didn't get enough water, I think.
On the bike.
Yeah, so I was being a bit stubborn. So basically what happened was I ran out of water and I just wanted plain water. I didn't want the electrolytes. Okay. But at the aid station they passed me like this really weird tasting electrolyte. Oh. Yeah, then I was
sweet or something.
It was really weird. Then I was just like I don't want to drink it. So I didn't drink it and then I thought I'll be fine because I was like near the end. So then I got onto the run course, right? Yeah. And I was making good time. But then what happened in T2 was that I actually dropped the gel. Okay. So I didn't realize until I was out on the run course. So I basically only had like one gel for like the 21.
I don't think a gel would have made a difference.
Okay, yeah, it's true. It's true. But I mean, I kind of, but then I just something that I remembered from that race. Then I went out, then I was just so focused on like getting ahead because I knew that I was like, maybe like the first or second, like I was just so focused on it. I didn't even stop at the aid stations. Okay, so I did not stop.
You didn't get drinks or anything.
I did not. I think
so. Basically, the same happened to you happened to me, right? You just passed out and you woke up later, right?
Yes.
So how far into the half marathon did you get?
So the last memory for me that I remember was that I had 3K left. But then people told me that I was actually really near the finish line. I was like hundreds of meters from the finish line. Just a few hundred. Yeah. Yeah, and I completely passed out. Like I don't remember the part that I passed out, but I had no bruises, no scrapes, nothing.
Yeah. So
right, yeah, it's so crazy. You don't remember that at all. And then people were telling me that like I was just at the side of the road, and then my teammate was trying to like slap me awake, but I could not wake up. Yeah.
If it was a motivational video, someone would have carried you across the finish line, and then
it'd be so nice.
Because you at least would have finished, man.
I would have finished. I would have got to the DNF. Yeah, so sad. Yeah, I only woke up in the hospital afterwards, like in the ICU.
You actually woke up in the hospital?
Yeah, I woke up in the ICU. Yeah.
Wow, that's worse than me. I woke up in medical tent and then they ambulanced me to the and the ambulance me to SGH. So you went to a Malaysia hospital.
Yeah, I went to Gleneagles. It's the nearest one. Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy. I woke up. Yeah.
How long were you there for?
I think like 2 nights.
Yeah.
Like 3 days.
I was there for 36 hours, or 1 night, 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah. But they give you the drip.
I had
drip.
eight bags of saline,
Yeah.
which is like 4 liters,
Yes.
right? Of just
Yeah.
rehydrating me.
It's crazy. Me too. I gained so much weight just from the drips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they say that your body now, when you pass out in something like this, so the recent one with Taylor Niv, right? She didn't pass out. She just sat down.
Yeah.
They're saying that it's okay as if she had passed out, then the body now has a protection mechanism to not push that hard anymore, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever been like in a situation where you're pushing so hard that you sort of since that time?
Yeah, so actually recently I went to Bintan to do the standard duathlon. So it was also really, really hot cause the course is like no shade. It's really hot out there. I kind of felt it a little bit because like I could tell that it was really, really hot for me. But then I guess in a way my body was like, okay, Rachel, you passed out before, you don't know when you will pass out again. Yeah. So it was just telling me to like just slow down. Like I could kind of feel it. I could. But I think like to tackle that, I just like, luckily the Bintan triathlon wasn't like something that was like an A race for me. So like for me, it was just to finish it. But I guess like, I guess now with that mental block in mind, like I'm more aware of when that happens. So
I'm not even sure if it's a mental block. It's the body reacting to it, right?
Actually, I see more. It could more be a physical thing.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
it's true.
If it's something that you can work on mentally, or maybe if you just train really hard and you teach yourself to push hard again.
I really hope so.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping. Yeah. I'm multi-trading. Yeah.
Are you planning to do a 70.3 in the future once all this SEA Games nonsense and stuff is done?
So actually, I already signed up for one.
So you just signed up for one?
I signed up for one.
Which one is it?
I signed up for Basildon.
Oh, nice. Perfect. That's my home race.
Oh, really?
'Cause I'm from Perth.
Is it good?
Oh, yeah. It's great. The crowd is good. The course is good. Yeah.
Okay, great.
You have to learn how to swim again.
Yes.
So next year.
Next year, December.
So which is like, December next year. So SEA Games is over. Then you can start to swim and get into the training.
And
well, you're not doing a full, right? You're doing a...
No, half.
Okay.
Just
Because Busselton has a full Ironman as well.
First. Yeah.
So do you think that's what you'll end up doing is more of the distance races?
I mean, I think for Basildon next year is like more of a motivation for me to keep training, like just to, because when I start working, I don't know if I will really have the motivation left, or like maybe I'll just be a bit tired from all the calls, but at least I have something to work towards too. Yes.
And you're going to be, so you're not 30 yet, but they say 35 to 55 is when all of the people do 70.3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you got a little bit more money and they get a little bit more time, and your body is not so much short and sharp anymore. You're a bit more endurance based, and so that's why you don't see many 21-year-old like 70.3 athletes, right? Because it's quite expensive and it takes the time. So you're perfect. Once you hit 30, you can start to the
70.3. Yes, I mean, yes, I gotta swim first though, but yes. Yeah.
Okay, Rachel. So what's the best way to get a hold of you? So, funny story. Your Instagram is I am humorous, right? Because you are Rachel Hew, right? But I always thought it was some dinosaur related. I am a humosaurus. I don't know why. I didn't read your.
So cute. It's so funny.
I didn't read your because it's quite long, right? Your hair's doing right, so I just never. I saw it. And you don't type it in every single time or anything, so I just saw it, and it's not until I wrote it down onto this piece of paper. Oh, it's humorous.
That's right.
It's not humosaurus. Humorous.
It's a pun. Yes.
That's the best way to get a hold of you is I am humorous.
Yes.
Okay, Rachel. Thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you.
We'll catch up again. We'll watch you at SEA Games, duathlon. Right?
Thank you.
Bring back a medal, okay?
I hope so.